So I just wanted to go ahead and just drop off these CDs or whatever. I had forgot. I ain't forget it. Just I don't know. I didn't really feel like fucking actually uploading this shit. Like when I buy a CD and then have to do the CD opening, I still do it because I guess a lot of people don't buy CDs. So you know what I mean. I guess it's helping them to see what's actually in the CD, even though you could still Google all the images and shit. But I mean, it's like, fuck it, whatever. I just still do it. But I think eventually I'm going to stop doing the shit because it gets to be redundant at times. You know what I mean? Just want to buy the CD, throw it in my little collection and keep it the fuck moving. But other than that, yeah, man, sorry about not dropping this shit. Actually, the day I bought these CDs or whatever the case may be. I'm still going to eventually talk about this album right here, but I mean, what is it really to say other than a couple joints that he actually did that was pretty solid? It was different from the rest, like the introspective records, that little hidden track on the clean version where he did Drake, which that really wasn't shit. I was like, it wasn't really all that. You know what I mean? But other than that, still the same Meek Mill, still no growth. You know what I mean? I still feel like he's cool, but at the same time, it's just like he gotta switch some shit up. His sophomore album did 250, so this album has to do at least 200 to not be considered a flop. But at the end of the day, who knows, man? What y'all think he gonna do? If he between 50 and 100K, anything less than that, it's a fail. But it's cool, you know what I mean? It bang. And then, you know, y'all know how I feel about this shit. God damn, bro. I don't know what the fuck this is, you know what I mean? But French did what I guess he's supposed to have did. But yeah, man, I don't really know. He did. I just feel like his debut album was probably the hardest album that he actually, you know, put out other than his mixtapes. MC4 never dropped. You know, I didn't get a chance to buy it because when it was in stores, Target wouldn't sell it to me. So I just like, fuck it, I'm just going to support this nigga with this joint. But it's just totally different music than what he regularly makes. And I ain't really for all that shit. You know, a couple songs is cool. But other than that, it ain't really for me. Maybe he's trying to reach a new audience, like I said, but it ain't really for me. You know what I mean? I just feel like, goddamn, bro, like, why this nigga had to go all the way left? Like, for what? I don't know why these niggas feel like they gotta do that. I was glad that Meek didn't kind of do that on this album, but his album, some of the hooks is weak, and all them female tracks, I don't feel like, you know what I mean, he needs to go in that lane. That ain't really his lane, because I don't give a fuck who he put on the track. It's still gonna come across as average, because it's like, damn, Chris Brown should have kept that joint for itself. Him and Ty Dolla $ign, Meek verse, it wasn't needed. You know what I mean? But everything else about his project was cool. Just he weak on the hooks. I feel like some records really didn't need a hook. He should have just rapped straight through, straight bars. You know what I mean? But I guess that's more of a, they'll call it a freestyle instead of an actual song. You know what I mean? With 12 bars and a hook. But I don't know. The hooks were just weak as hell, man. And this album was very good, despite all the trolling he did, because I still feel like he trolling. But when you look at the booklet and this shit, I didn't notice it until I actually ran this video back to get ready to edit it or whatever the case may be and put it up on the channel. I didn't really notice the book as I was, you know, filming the shit. So I'm watching it for the first time when I was putting it together, and I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Was this nigga trolling? You know what I mean? But I don't know. It seemed like a lot of people talked about the album when it leaked or whatever for all the shit he was saying. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Lyrically, it's still a good album. He still can rap though. You know what I mean? Still do his thing. But I just feel like if it's real, who cares? At the end of the day, that's still him. But if he's just trolling because he's done it before, it's like, nigga, you don't need to do gimmicks to, you know what I mean, see that shit, to sell your albums. Because he was never really one with the gimmick shit. I didn't notice that until, you know, I actually opened up the CD booklet and I was like, wow, okay, that's pretty different, you know. And I'm guessing these are the lyrics to the song. And then he went on Twitter and said some shit like, y'all getting the lyrics wrong. I didn't actually say that, or whatever the case may be. So who knows with Tyler? But the album is definitely a contender for you could put it in the top 10 albums of 2017. It's hands down 100% better than Cherry Bomb. So that's why I was glad to see. Like, I don't know what Cherry Bomb was, him experimenting with shit. But I say it like this: Cherry Bomb would have been a solid album rapping wise if he didn't have all the distortion throughout the project. What the fuck is that? Holy shit. You know what I mean? If he didn't want to have all that crazy sound and shit, it would have been pretty solid of an album. You know what I mean? So that was kind of, to me, his Jesus in his catalog. But he kind of got back to the shit with this album, except for all the weird ass titles, Scum Fuck Flower Boy. It's like, this nigga be having the craziest shit, man. But I don't know. I ain't really seen no videos out for it other than that one, Who That Boy and 911. But still a solid album. I fuck with it, man. Let me know what y'all think of the album in the comment section. That nigga Tyler a goddamn fool though for this shit. It was dope. That's why I supported it. That's why I bought it. You know, I think I got every Tyler album he dropped. This is probably the only album I haven't really listened to yet. I heard the 2 songs that she did with ASAP, and that threw me off. Like, what the fuck? Before the album dropped, I'm like, whoa. So I check it out and listen to it. They're not bad, you know. ASAP kind of, you know, with the song that he did feature on her album, he did a cool little job. I think this maybe the 3rd album straight out and bought from her. Bought this album, the last album, and the one before that, Ultraviolet, the one after that, and then this one. So, and I got her older work, but I feel like her music is dope for whatever she brings to the table. I like her voice a lot, and when Harry Fraud kind of used her sample her music, he make the best fucking records though. Like, you know what I mean? She just had that thing with her voice to where if you listen to some of her songs, it's a certain part or certain piece of a record that will make a dope sample. She just had that voice, man. It's just dope. And she ain't changed her sound or nothing. She never compromised her sound, I should say, within her project. So I kind of like that. It's kind of old school, mellow type music, and I fuck with it. And I know, like, damn, the background look kind of different. Them just some fucking shelves that I had bought. It's like 5 tiers. Instead of putting shoes on them, because I already got all my shoes on tiers, I just threw like all the clothes that was just on the other joint on them, you know what I mean? Like each one of them is like 5 shelves. So one is all jeans top to bottom, another one's all logo graphic tees top to bottom. So that's pretty much it, man. 1.